Life is juicy.
What's up, everybody in the house? We are live. We are live. Hell yeah,
Live,
man.
everybody. Live on Hippy Vapes channel.
Hell yeah.
Live.
Life is juicy, everybody. So vape it, man. I heard that. How's everybody doing this week, man?
I feel left out. Let me join you.
Uh-oh. Hell yeah. So what you been up to, Krono?
You know, working, trying to create some content, making some coils, trying to hone my skills a little better.
I heard that. Hell yeah, man. How about you, Scott? What you been up to?
Celebrating anniversary today, mixing liquids, making coils, trying to make content, and farting with my new camera.
I heard that. Hell yeah, man. That camera looks badass for real. Hell yeah. Hell, I was watching both y'all's videos y'all put out just recently, and I don't know why it didn't dawn on me, but Matt, that was cool. You know, you always see all the other guys, reviewers and stuff, they got the two camera angles, and I was like, oh man. So me and Scott were talking about it's putting two cams. I got to get me another cam, and I can have one down below, one that'll zoom. You know, I think that'd be my cheapest, way to do it. But
and I figured out how to switch it. Like I couldn't figure it out. I had like the big me, and then the little box was the coil that I was building. I finally figured out how to switch it up. So the coil building's bigger and just a smaller me in the corner. So
yeah,
trying to get it better.
That's pretty cool. I like that, man. Hell yeah. And I tell you what, Scott, you done started me. It's all your fault, man. It's all your damn fault.
No, it's not. I didn't do it.
Yeah, you did, man.
I plead the fifth.
Oh man, freaking started doing them old hammered bills, man. Hell yeah. Awesome.
I was actually looking at jeweler's hammers and jeweler's blocks, so I could start doing that.
It's fun. It's fun.
Just use the high spot on your vise. That's all I use. Does the same thing.
Oh, that's true. I can use that.
Let's say hi to a couple people up in chat real quick. We'll get more into that.
Jeweler's hammer, just go to Harbor Freight and get a body hammer.
Yeah, I got something to show you back here. I found too. What's up, Bigfoot? Bigfoot in the house, man. Hell yeah, man. How you doing today? Raven Shadow Vapes, man. What's up, man? Hell yeah. All
All Vape
Vapes.
Regis review.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Nice to see
He's from the
y'all.
UK.
So enough. So enough. Now, here's what I had, and remember, Scott, I showed you this when I first started teaching you them caterpillar coils.
Yep.
This is actually, I found this at a flea market.
Body block.
Yeah, well, this is, I think, was used to put in shoes. Now, I may be wrong. If somebody knows what this is, I mean, it's heavy. It's solid steel. Okay.
It's a body block for in a cart fender.
Is that
You
what
take
it is?
Yeah, you put it inside the fender and you tap the outside and level your body panel.
Oh, okay. So you would have.
Yeah, you got the rounded curve part for like back in by the tail lights, and you got the flat edge for on the flat part of the body.
See, I thought it was something where you'd stick in a shoe for tacking the nails in old shoes, you know. But yeah, that makes sense. This sucker's heavy as hell. But this is what I use, Matt. I mean, just something that's clean, a clean surface. I took steel wool to this because it was rusted. I ain't pulled it out for so long. And I'll show you. I'm gonna do a build today. It won't take me just a second to do that.
Raven Shadow says completed their Apple RY4 mix finally. That's good.
Oh, an RY4 mix. I'm working on one of those right now.
Cool. Hell yeah.
I got a pistachio RY4.
I saw that. I was thinking about trying to mix that up because I think I have all the ingredients.
That does sound good. Which pistachio, from TPA?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love that damn pistachio.
Yeah, it's the sweeter pistachio. The other one is a little bit of a bitter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shoot, man. We got some kick-ass recipes we're gonna share today, I think. The one that I made up, it surprised the hell out of me.
You should double that. 2%. What was that? Rhubarb.
Rhubarb. Which rhubarb?
Compote.
Vape Train Australia rhubarb. Okay. See, I'm looking around for some rhubarb. I got 2 of them on my wish list right now.
Tony Berry in the house.
What's
William
up,
Lyman.
Tony? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Welcome, fellas. Welcome. Welcome.
An AB.
Can you touch on stainless steel coils set up and cleaning them without oxidizing? Okay. Well, one thing, whenever stainless steel ramps up really, really quick, and you got to be careful. You got to turn your wattage down. You don't want to fire it red hot like you can do Canthol and stuff like that. Stainless steel, when you go to clean it, when I clean mine, I'll take the cotton out, take the device off, your dripper off of there, run it underneath some hot water underneath the faucet, wash it off really, really good. And then even take like a toothbrush and just lightly rub it and everything. Blow it off, dry it off, stick it back on your device, turn your wattage down real low and just pulse it. And you'll hear the water burning off of that stainless steel. You just want to get it so you can see it starting to glow right in the center, and you don't heat it up anymore. And that'll stop it from oxidizing and turning, like, it'll make your coil last longer too.
James Riviera in the house.
What's up, James?
Matt, you gonna change your name now to Gray Cat Whiteface?
Who?
Matt, he had his cat up there.
Yeah, you saw that? I was making it look like he was vaping.
It's gonna be Gray Cat Whiteface.
I'm not as skilled a coil builder as him.
Hell, man, me and Scott were talking the other day, and I was trying to build one of them 4-core just clapped in square wire coils again. I gotta have peace and quiet. I cannot build if I'm talking to somebody. I tried. Thank God I only wasted 2 foot of that square wire.
Yeah, Krono, but accidentally you don't send out empty packages.
What?
Black Cat. I says, yeah, but you don't accidentally send out empty packages to the people that win stuff.
Did he do that?
Oh my God.
Man.
He
Yeah, the
sends
one
out.
package he sent was accidentally empty, and then another one got ripped open, and somebody took the stuff out of it, and it got shipped to somebody, got the right address, but it had completely the wrong name on it.
he
Well,
has
he does
so
have a lot of
They're-
giveaways.
he
They're
has he
they're
has
posted in his room.
he has so many packages that he mails out and everything for real. It's just like I know that's got to be confusing as
Oh, yeah.
hell. All the
He
free
has
This
giveaways.
is
like 10 to
Hippy.
12 packages a week.
This hippie in the house? What's up, baby? What's up? She's at work. She probably in the bathroom or taking a break right now. Hey, sweet pea, how you doing?
She's taking a voop.
She doesn't vape. She doesn't vape, smoke, or
I
nothing.
know.
She tried it a little bit because she'll taste my e-juice recipes, all the time. I let her taste it, and she's not supposed to because she's diabetic. So I don't give it to her that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hell yeah.
So what are we getting into first today, Hippy? The recipes or your coil?
I think we should do the recipes first, man.
Ooh.
I'm serious. These three recipes, well, mine is awesome, but I want to hear y'all's first.
All right, let me open up 2 more tabs. I'll get your recipe up and Scott's recipe up. Gotta go to the mixers I follow.
Your daughter's back there singing again. I heard her singing in that other video you put out. That was so cute, man.
She always.
Tony Berry says, love me some raspberry.
Oh, man. You're in for a treat today then, Tony, because we got 3 raspberry recipes.
You know what? I just opened all 3 of them up and they're all different.
Yeah. Now listen, guys, everybody. We sat there and said, okay, we can pick 2 raspberry flavorings. So we picked, both of us. I can't remember who picked the Shisha Raspberry from Vape Train Australia. Who picked that one? I forgot.
I think I'm the one who said about the Ware Garden raspberry.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said the vape train.
Right. Okay. So these were the 2 raspberries that we had to put in our recipe. Now we could only go up to like 6 ingredients, and that doesn't count sweetener. Sweetener, you can throw it in or throw it out. That doesn't count as an ingredient. Okay, so that was our goal, and we took these 2 raspberries and come up with our own recipes, and we didn't tell each other what we were doing. You could do anything you want to, but it had to have these 2 raspberries in it. So who wants to go first and with their recipe and explain why you used each flavor and all that good stuff, man? I'm excited. I'm waiting to see.
Krono can go first because mine is more than 6 ingredients.
I noticed that.
Oh, Lord.
Cheater bucket eater.
I could have done it in that, but I wanted to get a little bit more flavors in it.
Let me boost my screen size up a little bit, make it easier for people to see. I think it's Control Plus.
That Shisha raspberry is actually kick ass, guys.
Yeah.
It's more on the candy side. Now it does have a floral note to it, so but it doesn't bother me. Some people it might bother them with the floral note. All right, what we got here? I want to look at this. This looks interesting.
We got a raspberry cheesecake juicy crew.
It's a really good flavor if you don't have Shisha raspberry. I usually, my whole family, that's why I know them so well. My whole family vapes that Shisha raspberry, just single flavor, Let's look at this. Go ahead, man. Tell us about your recipe.
Well, I stumbled upon Alfred Pudding, I believe it was, his Cheesecake Trinity, which is TPA's cheesecake graham crust, Capella's New York cheesecake, and Inawera's Yes Sweet cheesecake. And that's just an awesome combination for a cheesecake. So I knew we had to use the Shisha Raspberry and the Raspberry Word WG from Inawera. So I used that Shisha Raspberry at 1.5%. I mean, you could bump it up to 2, but I like to keep it down a little bit. You know, I don't want that floral note to come through as much, which it does steep out. So, and that Raspberry WG, that's pretty potent stuff. So wouldn't recommend taking that too high. If you are going to mix this up and feel like you should bump percentages up, I wouldn't bump that one up too high. And I used the Flavora Boysenberry just to boost those raspberries up. So, but I've been vaping on this stuff all morning, and I mixed it up. When did we decide that? I mixed it up 3 days ago, the 19th. And it's already a delicious raspberry cheesecake. Everything just meshes together so well.
That actually looks really, really good.
Yeah, shout out to Alfred Pudding for coming up or figuring out that cheesecake trinity, I think he calls it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I love that Yes Sweet cheesecake. That Yes Sweet cheesecake, I mean, I love that stuff. Yeah.
All right, Scott. Let's pop yours up.
How many days steep do you think yours would need or whatever?
I'd say you can shake and vape it. It's really good. 3 days, it's good. But I'd go a week just to kind of, if you do get that floral note like out front with that Shisha Raspberry, let it steep for like a week, 10 days.
Okay. Uh-oh. Hell yeah. Scott shared a picture of this to me the other day. I was like, oh, damn, man.
Is there a picture?
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
There? Oh, look at that.
Hell yeah. It's those raspberry coconut Twinkies, man, or zingers.
Yep.
Yes, man. Oh, man.
But like you said, though, I used the 2 raspberries that we decided on, the Ware Garden and the VTA. But I needed to have the black raspberry because they have more of a black raspberry flavor to them.
Good call.
And I used the vanilla pudding with the whipped cream and the vanilla ice cream from Liquid Barn to give me the whipped cream and the flavor of the creaminess of it. But I added just a little bit, 1 drop of the brie cheese from Flavor because it gives it that little bit of that sourness flavor that one of them Twinkies have. And then the yellow cake, I used that to 3% just for the yellow cake.
I'm hungry.
And it's good on a shake and vape, but you get more of the floral note. But after a 24-hour rest, that actually mellows out.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah. So, how do you think? I mean, is it real good right off the shake, or how long did it steep? Yeah, I know that yellow cake needs to steep a little bit.
Well, that's the thing of it. I got the ultrasonic cleaner, so I actually did 2 15-minute steeps in it, so that knocks 5 days off of it.
All right. So, is it good right off the shake?
It's good right off the shake on your finger. You get it's like I said, you get that floral note from that 1 raspberry. But after a 24-hour period, that goes out of it.
Yep. Hell yeah, man. That looks good as hell. Hell yeah.
But you don't have to use that brie cheese if you don't want to. And the thing of it is, you could actually drop that down to 6 ingredients if you wanted to.
Okay. Hell yeah, that looks kick-ass. Hell yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a picture for mine, and I'll explain. This is a really, this one surprised the hell out of me. When I first made this, it surprised the hell out of me. Well, I had to use, the Shisha Raspberry and the Raspberry Anywhere Garden. So the Shisha Raspberry has that tart candy type note, and the raspberry from Inawera's got that greenish sour raspberry type taste to it, but it's strong. It is potent. the boysenberry has a raspberry note with a blackberry note in it that also has like a little sour tart note to it too, and it helps bring those two raspberries together to make its own like nice medley right there. 0.5% on boysenberry and 0.5% on the raspberry was just perfect. And the 0.85, it was just right on. I mean, 0.26 grams. I mean, I went over, so I wrote it down. That's why it was at 0.85, because on the bottle I went a little over. So I kept track and got it up to what I had messed up in my dropper bottle and adjusted it accordingly. But it turned out so good. Now the yogurt drink, the creamy yogurt, and the coconut custard, those three flavors are giving it a real nice. The yogurt drink has the citrus note, that lemon pledge type note if you use it too high. And so at like 2.5%, it's kind of strong, but it's got that strong citrus pledgy note. But with the creamy yogurt and the coconut custard, it tames that citrus note down. The custard gives it a nice creamy, velvety with that creamy yogurt tartness. It's like a just awesome. I mean, every single device I've tried it in, like on this one, it's like full up. The first thing you get is that raspberry.
It looks delicious. I love me some yogurt drink too.
And then after it sits there for a while, it'll lay on your tongue, and you get this nice tart taste, creaminess that just coats your whole mouth. The sweetener's in there at 0.35% because I needed it to brighten all of the little berries, and it actually tames down a little bit of the sharpness on it, so it's not so harsh. After 2 days, this stuff is banging. The first day, it was awesome. After a speed steep, I even put the nicotine in it even, and I'm telling you, it's freaking awesome. So y'all, if y'all got the ingredients to make that one, that's a win-win, really, seriously. Really good.
Hell yeah. They all look good.
Hell yeah, they do.
Mhm.
Shoot. Hell to the yeah, guys. Hell yeah. Awesome recipes. So what device are you vaping your recipe in, Matt?
I'm vaping it on my drop on the Geek Vape Nova. Got it at 46 watts. Vaping it on the twisted Clapton that I made and helixed it with 36 gauge, all Canthal. Yeah, just a single coil. I know the drop's dual, but just single coil in there. It's a big 6 wrap, ohmed out at a 1.06.
High build. Yeah, you gotta get it on that right mod to vape something like that, or get that noisy cricket. Oh yeah.
That's why I like this mod. If you're looking for a mod with a high voltage cutoff, this Geek Vape Nova has a 12 volt cutoff on a dual 18650.
Oh, yeah. So what you vaping your recipe on, Scott?
I'm actually bouncing it around, but mainly I'm vaping it on my Cricket with the velocity, and it's got the 14 wrap nichrome 80 on it, and that's actually ohmed out at a 0.59. Then I've actually been vaping it on my Dreamer with the BTFC that has aliens in it, and that's actually vaping at a 0.09. Plus, I've been using it in my rebirth. The rebirth, and that's actually got a 0.15 coil in that, vaping at 89 watts, and it's hitting good in every one of them. Getting the raspberry, I'm getting the cream, and the slight coconut note in the background.
See, in my recipe, actually, you could probably bump that coconut custard up a little bit, or maybe even add a little bit more like flavor coconut at like 0.1%, just to boost in my recipe a little bit. But I was limited to those 6 flavorings, so I tried to keep it at that. Yeah, man. I could see changing
Cheater.
that around.
Yeah, and I shot that 6 flavors to shit.
Uh-huh.
Like
Uh-huh.
that coconut I use too, the sweet coconut. If you wanted to, you could bump that up, or you can actually use Liquid Barnes coconut milk, because that's a sweet, creamy coconut.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I love a lot of these newer flavors that are coming out. Some of them I'm being real picky and choosy on which ones I'm getting too. I'm reading all my reviews on the flavorings and listening to other reviewers talking about the flavorings, getting a general idea. Hell yeah. Shoot, man. There's so many. I got so many raspberry flavorings. I'm telling you, I've got like at least 10 or 12 raspberry flavorings that, I mean, I love raspberries. That's why.
Subaru nerd in the house.
What's up, Subaru? Hell yeah, man. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
Subaru Nerd Vapes.
Hey, Krono, I got a suggestion for you. You know,
What?
when your wires, you're doing those braids, it's starting to hurt the inside of your fingers, ain't it?
Yeah, well, I said in the video, I did thicker gauge wires because I usually do it with like mechanics gloves, so it doesn't dig into my fingers.
I was gonna suggest that. Yeah, some like little cotton gloves, even. You know. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I made sure I mentioned that in that video so people weren't like, "Oh, this hurts my fingers."
You can
Yeah,
actually,
it does, especially
use
with
that.
fine gauge wires.
You can
Oh, yeah.
actually use athletic tape too.
You know what I did when I
Yeah.
first started out doing those back in the day? I'd take masking tape, I'd take a piece like this, and I'd wrap it over the tip of my finger, just like that right there. And then I would just wrap a couple wraps around my fingers right here.
He's doing a mechanics band-aid.
Yeah, I'm serious. And
That's what I do at work with
it
brown tape,
it
paper towel, and brown
works.
tape.
It works. And you know,
Electrical tape and a piece of cotton ball.
yeah.
Paper towel.
Now to get this damn tape off my finger. Got it.
Yeah, that works. If you have masking tape laying around, oh yeah, you don't need gloves.
No, I'm taking.
Subaru said electrical tape works better.
There you go. There you go. Whatever works, man.
Just don't use Gorilla Tape. You won't get it off.
I don't know.
Skin with it. Won't have no prints.
All right. On my recipe, I am vaping it on the Noisy Cricket and the SQ Dead Rabbit with that same build. I just cleaned it this morning. It looks really, really nice. And it was all Canthal. Hold on, let me get. It's all Canthal. It was, I think, 26 gauge with 32 gauge, wasn't it? Or 34 gauge outer wrap. It ohms out about a 0.6 ohm build. And this recipe, it's really, really kicking good on that coil. Like this, I've only cleaned it once, and it's still vaping like a champ. Also vaping it in my C4 with the 4-core square wire Clapton. It was a messed up coil, and I just wrapped it in. Man, sucker's vaping kick butt. This one gives you more in that depth area, and it's a smoother vape on this one than the series. Series is real quick.
Are you there, Ariana? Yeah.
But good flavor, good flavor. And then I got, of course, the build that Helix that I shared in Hippy Vapes group. 26 gauge twisted with 32 gauge stainless steel Helix, 2 strands of it.
Subaru is asking you, Hippie, if that's the Pulse 80 watt.
Which one? Oh, this one right here? Yeah, that's the Pulse 80. Yep. Vaping real good. That little Helix coil, man.
Mine's up on the shelf.
Fast Tech or 3F Vape for real. Infion. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I broke one of my little the little clamps on it. Scott was like, "Stop torquing it down." I didn't.
Yeah, you don't need to use an impact.
Thank God it came with a spare little thing to go in there, so I replaced it today and fixed it. Sucker vapes like a champ.
Subaru was saying you should try the Pulse X RDA. It's great.
Well, I just got the top side and the Aegis Legend, and I don't need any more mods right now. I'm so glad with what I do have, I mean, everywhere, mods everywhere. Old mods. I use old ones. I had to put up my IPv3 Li, retired my Alien 220, retired my G Priv. But I don't think I'll ever retire my RX 200. Hell yeah. So, Krono, you want to learn a quick build real easy? Quick build?
Sure.
Okay. And it don't take but just a second. You're going to be like surprised. And it's real easy. It's the Helix build. Now, I got to thinking. Now, I built one that I put in my Infion out of Kanthal and stainless steel. This one, I'm going to make all nichrome, nichrome 80 twist for my twist, 26 gauge nichrome 80, and then a 30 gauge 316L stainless steel wire. So it's going to be a little bit bigger than that 32, on that outer wrap. But I want it to come out flush because you're going to see what I do to the stick when I'm done. And somebody was mentioning in the comments that I need a Massey Ferguson hat because I wear my John Deere hats. Well, if I had a Massey Ferguson hat, I'd wear it. Oh, and Opie, here's a shout out to you. Before I get into this, he sent me a message, wanted to know where I got my mat. My vape mat right here. I got it from all caps, vapemats.com. VAPEMATS.com is where, and David Leon's the one who actually got this one for me. He sent this to me and put my logo on it and everything. Thank you again, dude, man. I love this freaking mat. And I've washed it. You can wash it with just soap and water with a little scrub brush. And I mean, it comes clean and everything. And I've had it for a while now, and it's held up in real nice shape. I love it. But yeah, they're real cheap. They're like $25, man, for this mat. And you can get whatever logo, whatever you want on it. Mine, of course, says Hippy Vapes on it. Life is juicy, dripping.
What gauge nichrome did you say you're going to use, Tony?
26 gauge nichrome 80.
26.
And we're going to build for like one coil, a single coil. So I'm going to need probably about that much.
Oh, you're not going to do like some of these people in the videos where they use 4 foot to make a 12-inch stick?
No, hell no.
You ever watch some of them ones? They use 4 feet of wire and they use the very middle of it
to
make a coil.
Yeah. All right, I probably pulled off maybe a foot, which probably didn't even need that much. Of course, it's gonna fold it in half.
Another person that makes them mats too, Hippie, is Nikki V with Not Your Ordinary Threads. She'll actually custom make them however you want them.
Cool. Hell yeah. Good information to know, man. Hell yeah.
And she actually has a website on Facebook and she's on Instagram. Vaping with Nikki B.
You got your wire ready, Matt?
Yes, sir.
All right. Pull you out about a foot, and you ain't got to straighten it out or nothing. I don't, on some of these twists, I don't like, you know, straighten out, because sometimes it stretches your wire a little bit, you know, and some people twist it a little too far, holding it one end and trying to straighten it out. And then you put it in reverse and backspin it to get the little twist out of the round wire, stuff like that. Anyway, get your ends even on one side, Matt, and just put an elbow in them, of course. You know that, right?
Yep,
So you got
I already got it in
two
my chuck.
elbows. Okay, cool. You're a step ahead of me, and I'm getting my spectacles down. All right. You know the drill.
Subaru, I've made a 22 gauge twisted Chantal coil before. I got all right flavor out of them.
Okay, now I'm gonna show you this as best I can, Matt. Now, when you don't start twisting yet, all you want to do is go real slow, clockwise, and you just want to twist it to where it's not a full tight twist. You want it enough to where you can see the lines. Whoa, 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 whoa. Matt, hold on. Stop. Don't twist it that long and that fast. Now, look at your wire right now. Can you see the twist there? There may be, let's see here. I don't know if you'd be able to see this. You want those twists so they're not, you know, too tight together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, mine aren't even twisted tight at all.
Okay, you don't want it tight at all. You want it to where you can see the grooves. You're just wanting to twist it just a little.
Mine are like super far apart.
Okay, twist it a little better. Okay, stop right there. You should have pretty good twist in it. Is it all nice and even all the way down your stick where you can see the grooves still pretty good? I'm not going to twist mine anymore. I'm leaving it just like that. What I got right here. Can you see it?
Uh-huh.
I mean, Scott, can you see the coil real good?
It's a little blurry, but you can make it out.
I'm trying to get it clear.
It's more focusing on your mat. Mainly because you got your camera tipped down, so it's focusing on your mat rather than the coil.
All right. Now you got that. All right. Go ahead and hold your wire and then let it get the tension off. Okay. Now you got your stick just like this, right? You see me? Let's see here. I haven't even used this stainless steel wire yet. So you got your 30 gauge, right? Stainless steel. You got that wire ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now on this, you're only going to pull out. All right. You see how long your stick is right here, right? You pull from the chuck of your drill out to maybe this far out from it. And that's all you need. Okay. And cut you 2 of those. All right. See, the reason why I'm having to share it like this, so you'll see my angle that I do on it. Okay, you got your wire?
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Now I take it. Now you got two legs on sticking out on your chuck of your drill. I take one end and I wrap it around that leg about 2 or 3 times, and then slide it into one of the slots of the drill. And I'm holding it. I'm pinching it with between my finger and my thumb. Okay. So I've got good tension on that, and the rest of the wire I'm holding in the through my hand, and it's hanging down the bottom. Okay, so you got good tension on it, and then you're holding it basically. Let me get it in the groove. Let me get over here so I can get in the light. Once you start in that groove and you get that tension, it'll run straight down that wire in that groove. See how I'm doing this? I messed up right there at the end. I messed up right there. There, on it. Actually, I'm gonna just take that whole thing off. Oh, that ain't gonna work. I tried, but I don't need that much. So let me scoot this down, cut that off. Where are my pliers at? See if I can fix it. I'm gonna take the flat part of my pliers and I'm gonna run it right straight down. I'm gonna press it with my finger, just like this, and run it up. See, right down there at the end is where I need to cut off. Right there, because it's a little rough. Now, see, it straightened that wire out, so now it's in the groove. I'm going to take my other wire and wrap it around that other leg that was sticking out. I'm going to just start it. I came away from the chuck about right here. Now let me get over here in the light so I can see which track I need to get in.
Yeah, Subaru put in the chat, he says he's used to using basic bitch builds right now. Had to get those down before I tried building harder builds. There ain't nothing wrong with them basic builds. They work just as good. And if you're on a budget, it uses a lot less wire. Damien's in the house.
There we go. Now I got it in the groove. Oh, a little too fast.
Right, Hippy? We keep going back to them basic builds different times too.
Yeah. Sucker in reverse for some reason. Alright, get over there. Get in your groove, buddy.
And Raven put in there basic, which is cheaper also.
Can't believe I messed that up. I was trying to rush it.
Well, that's the other thing with these helixes. If you rush them, they never fall right.
Yeah.
Bigfoot put a good point in there. He says, got to know the basics before you can do harder builds.
Right. Now I'm using the flat side inside my pliers here to smooth it all out. And if you feel any bumps in it while you're going down, you know, that's where your wire's messing up at. That should be good. I got enough right there to do I think I needed 6 or 7 wraps. Let me look at my vape tool. 7 wraps for 0.23 is what it's saying. But I'm going to do something weird because Scott, it's all your fault, man. You did it. Making me, I'm going to flatten it. Well, Krono won't be able to flatten his. He doesn't have a little anvil or a hammer to get it on, I don't think.
Oh, he's got a hammer and he's got that solid part of the vise that I used in my video.
Oh, okay. Well, he could probably do this too then.
There you go. You got it right there.
See, that's it. Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
All right.
I had to go in concentration mode.
I heard that, man. I heard that. I finally got mine done in the right slots.
Hippy's been playing Minecraft. He's got his rock pick there.
Harbor Freight, man.
Yep.
I love this little hammer, man. Shoot, it's rounded on the edges, but it's got a nice little flat little hammer to it. And shoot, man. So no.
When you're tapping, just tap it even and slide. You ain't got to kill it.
Well, the way I do mine, I slide mine every time I hit.
Yeah.
I slide it just like this. Oh, let me get my thing down. I gotta hit a little harder. Once I get this end right here done, then I can hold this end first. Come around. Hold it flat.
You gonna hammer yours too, Matt, or no?
Yeah, you can wrap yours straight up. You don't have to flatten it. I like flattening mine. It's Scott, it's all your fault. You get me into doing it again.
Well, you figure when you flatten it, it opens up your spaces a little bit and it holds the juice better.
Yeah. Man, that's looking good.
Yeah, just like that one I did in my build the other day. You'll actually get a real flat. You flatten it out and you'll open it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Raven, that's what she said.
I'm gonna hit it on the other side.
Well, if you gotta smack it for it to open it up, you're doing it wrong. She's just teasing you.
Can Sissy please come up and play Crash for a little bit?
Now, whenever you hammer wire,
Go clean up.
try not to go on a finer gauge because your finer gauges will break on you. Like if you start getting 34 and 36 gauge outer wrap, or any wire like that, your possibility of breaking that when you're hammering it is pretty likely.
I'm not leaving yet.
Subaru put in there, so it's not just my kids that are obsessed with playing Crash Bandicoot. LOL.
See, when I wrap it, this sucker's gonna look cool as
Bigfoot says he's not a builder, but I build a mean fuse Clapton. They're always a good coil.
Oh yeah. Shoot, I've vaped fuse Clapton still to this day, man. I love
I do too.
certain devices.
Certain devices, certain liquids.
Yeah, I had to make a 70-30 blend to vape in my Amit tank last night. Now, usually when you go to hammer it and spin it on the drill like I did to smooth those twists out, you usually would go and rinse this sucker off really, really good because there could be metal shavings or, something from it. Let's see if I can.
Raven put in there, mixing e-liquids for the win, LOL. Move your hand down a little bit.
Wait a minute. Yeah, all right.
There you go. We need to get you a zoom-in camera, Hippie.
Yeah, I swear, man. Well, that's the wrong end anyway. Here's the right end.
How many wraps you got there, Krono?
Eight.
You can't see it. It looks really, really cool though. But yeah, it's hammered and it's done. Put it on a 3mm bit.
V-Dog, 55 in the house. Have another person that come in. I don't actually know how to say his name or her name. Liable to murder it. It's W-A-Q-A-S. Hassan.
V-Dog in the house. Wakwas Husan, right? That's how you say it. What's up, dude? What's up, man? Glad you make it.
Bigfoot asks, why so many wraps, Krono?
I usually mess up the first two or so. So I take my
So you
nylon
basically
pliers. Yeah. 6 wraps.
Yeah, that's exactly
I usually
what
do
I
8 and then pull out the jacked up ones.
Well, this one I'm needing 7 wraps on this coil to get it to a 0.23. I think it was saying, but we'll find out. I mean, I'm gonna space it too.
Mine I had to use 32 gauge stainless because I don't have 30 gauge.
Okay, well that's cool. That's
That's
what
fine.
yeah, that's fine. It's not going to make that much of a difference on the own.
Once you get that one there done, Krono, you ought to try the other one where I showed you before the picture where I did this one here, where it's actually the two claptons twisted, and then I put the.
You see how he didn't twist them so tight? You see that? He left them loose.
Vape tool. Where's my vape tool? There it is.
I don't think that has twisted with a helix.
It doesn't have helix. It has twisted.
Yeah.
Damn, all I was able to get was 6 wraps out of that. Yep, 6 wraps. I bet this.
I'll just say it's 4 cores.
Let's see here. Let's put it in the wasp. Just to see what the hell it'll do.
Here's another picture of that twisted clapton. Krono.
Yeah, it's nice. That's kind of what mine looked like.
Yeah.
Before I helixed it.
Vape Madness, New York. What up, Hippy, my man?
What's up? What's up? What's up, dude? Vape Madness in the house. Hell yeah.
Love you, babe.
Sucker out.
The person that we said earlier, Hippy, they asked, can I help you for coil build?
Yeah, what you want to help with, dude? Hey, I'm always up to new ideas and new suggestions. Oh man, see, I did the inevitable. I did break one of my wires. I dang sure did. I can see it right there. And I bet this sucker is not going to ramp up right either. I dang sure did. It's been so long since I've built one of these, you know.
The gentleman's asking what you guys building.
Well, this was a Helix build, Nichrome 80 26 gauge, not tightly twisted with a, I used a 30 gauge stainless steel and Matt used a 32 gauge stainless steel. And I bet if I had used, it broke on mine. I can see it too. And it's not going to fire right. I don't know. I'm going to stick it in there. Just for the heck of it. I see where
You can
it
grab an
broke.
RDA to put this on.
But it's just a Helix coil flattened. I flattened mine. I hadn't done a flattened coil in I don't know how long. Scott did a video, Simple Vapes did a video where he was having, daggone it, gonna make me do another one.
Bigfoot ass best wire company.
Oh man, I use too many different wire.
Everybody's got their different people have different preferences. I've had Kidney Puncher. I've used Flavor of Cloud or Master of Clouds. I've used KB wire. I've never had a problem with none of them.
Yeah, it all depends on what your wallet is, you know.
Yeah, because like on eBay, you could get the whole set from 22 gauge all the way up to 40 gauge of either Nichrome 80, stainless steel, or Canthal from KB on eBay for like, what'd you pay for yours, Hippy?
The KB. Well, I got the KB. Cotton came with my wire. KB wire. Which one? Nichrome 80.
The whole kits that we bought was the 22 gauge, right?
21
$22.89 or
yeah,
something, wasn't it?
$22, something like that. Yeah, it wasn't much.
Subaru Nerd put in there YetiWire.com.
Oh yeah.
And while you're there, look at some of Yeti's coils. He's one of the master builders too.
For dang sure.
Vape Madness. I know Hippy really doesn't, but do you guys do reviews on anything? Well,
Oh,
Hippy's been doing reviews on juices.
I just started.
I've done reviews on liquids. I've done a couple RDAs.
I do them every once in a while. You know, I'm starting to get more into a few more, but I mean, we talk
I've never
about
done
them.
that many. I did a review on this indestructible.
I love doing the juice reviews though. That's pretty fun. But I like talking flavorings myself. But I like some of the juices that are coming out too. I was never, when I first started vaping, I was penny pinching. I didn't have money to buy juices,
Vape Madness put in there. I hear you, Hippy. I'm filming my videos with my cell phone. Can't afford no equipment right now. Pockets are empty. There ain't nothing wrong with using a cell phone. A lot of people that actually do the reviews and actually do live shows and that, a lot of them use their cell phone. Figure the newer cell phones now, they got higher. You could film in 1080p even through a cell phone.
Yes, dear.
I'm helping my brother clean up his room.
Oh yeah, why?
Cool.
Oh, you're helping him. Okay.
This one turned out really nice, actually, Scott. Let me see if I can take a picture.
Put in, I do juice reviews myself with my phone only. That's all I use. Well, one thing that's nice with using your cell phone, you don't got to buy a DSLR camera and buy all these lenses that are $50, $80, $120. Different flashes. Buy your macro lens.
Doesn't do it justice. Look at the colors they got on that sucker. See that, Krono?
Raven Shadow put in there. KB has stainless steel for $24.96 right now.
Oh yeah, good and centered. Make sure my screws are tightened down real good.
Another wire company that's halfway decent too is Temco.
Yeah, I used to use straight up Temco. That was the only wire that I would use, period. And it just got to a point where I just started buying master clouds and KB wire, especially with the Nichrome 80 and that square wire. It's not cheap.
Yeah, I got you to try the KB wire because you never tried it.
Yep. And that's all the Nichrome 80 is, all KB wire. And I just ordered the stainless steel instead of through Temco this time. I tried the KB wire, and it's not bad at all either. I like it.
It's just hard to do the down low when you break down a mod and tell people about it up close. Hard to switch angles for the cell phone.
Oh yeah, with a cell phone for sure, man. I need some cotton.
Bigfoot. I have lightning vape wire, but it's not that good. I had a roll of that too. I didn't really care for that one.
Lightning vape wire, I had it, and it seemed like whenever I do some certain builds, it's like the metal alloy in it or something is different than some of your other alloys, your metal alloys, and it wants to break real easy on me.
Subaru has in there. I need to get a new vise for my quarter drill, or just go to Harbor Freight and get a cheap cordless.
Oh yeah.
It's hard with using a quarter drill too, because when you let go of your trigger, it still spins a little bit, where the cordless stops as soon as you let go of your trigger. But devices like Krono and myself have at Harbor Freight. What'd you pay for yours, Matt? 17?
Yeah.
I got mine on sale. It was 13. All you'd have to do is mount your drill in it upside down, so you're just down lower to your table.
Yeah. That's what I'm working on, cameras. Camera angle.
Sure.
Man, this coil looks really pretty. The colors on it. Dang.
Yeah, breakage is the problem I am having.
Yeah, you just gotta hammer it real lightly, and I was in a rush and wasn't paying attention. But it still turned out real pretty, even though it's still working and vapable. It ramped up just perfect.
That's like you could buy a lot of your vape tools at Harbor Freight. You could buy dental picks for your cotton.
Yeah.
You could buy the little hammers for tapping your wires. You could buy the vise. They actually have a small vise that has 2 alligator clips with a magnifying glass in the middle.
Yeah, man. Harbor Freight.
ELR is a little slow.
I wouldn't buy no damn power tools from them. I tell you that. No, I've gone through so many power tools. I don't get them anymore. All right, where's my raspberry
Got
recipe?
a little bit of coloring going on.
I just got the notice on my computer that you guys just made your 2 recipes public. Nothing like wait an hour to publish it.
Jesus. They just now posted them?
Yeah, it just posted it.
Jeez.
Now.
Subaru put in Harbor Freight is mine and my dad's favorite store. It's like a candy store for kids, but for adults.
My God, that looks so
And
good.
Bigfoot put in there their flesh cuts are better than Coil Masters at Harbor Freight. Yeah, they are. They're a lot sharper. And they also sell the toothless pliers.
Check it out, guys.
I told the one gentleman at Harbor Freight the one day, I said, they ought to get the nylon jawed pliers. He said, what the hell you want them for? I said, people use them for building coils. He said, what do they usually go for? I said, in the store, you could pay anywhere from $8 to $60 for a pair. So he said he was going to talk to the manager and see about getting some in.
Hell to the yeah. Turn that sucker up. Damn. That's got some good freaking flavor. Oh, God. Turn it down a little bit. Go to voltage. Let's pull it down to like 3.5 volts. See what that does.
What did it out at, Hippy? About 0.26?
It on down to 0.29. Let me let it cool off. And yeah, let me let it cool off. That way I can reset it and it'll tell me the ohm. Now that I got the cotton and everything in it, I just wanted to hit it real quick and didn't even think about it. So it might change here in just a sec. Let it cool off.
Mine's ohmed at a 0.27 7-wrap.
There you go. How many 7-wrap?
Yeah.
I was only able to get like, let's see, what was it? 1, 2, 3.
You said 6, didn't you?
6 on top, 5 on bottom on the Wasp Nano.
I got mine in the recurve.
I'm gonna let that one cool off a little bit. Anybody got any questions up in chat? Ask away, man. For $10 for a pair of jeweler pliers. Yeah, they sell those pliers at Harbor Freight really, really cheap. And even if you have these kind of pliers like this, there's still a flat part right from, well, from right here
Between your
down.
cutters and the teeth.
Yeah, so you keep your wire and you don't put too much pressure on them. You just hold them up here, you know, and put pressure like this when you're going down that helix so it straightens all them twists straight up, and you'll feel bumps. And once you go over it a couple times, it'll be smooth as butter, and you can turn that drill real fast as right straight down it. Oh yeah.
Raven asks, has anybody used any Mullenberry Glamour chocolate? I haven't.
I don't have any Mullenberry flavors at all to this date.
I have
yet.
it, but I haven't even tested it yet.
And Sub
I
Vapes
got it
asks,
because ML Nikon or somebody suggested it, and I just haven't used it.
and Sub Vapes asks, what do you guys use for swivels?
Mine I got from we call it Bass Pro Shop. They had them in there. They're ball bearing swivels, and they're tiny ones. They're not no big ones, but they're ball bearing. They got ball bearings in them. I looked in Walmart for the longest time, and all different Walmarts, and they kept having these little swivels like these guys all over the place. Now I still use these to make it a little longer, and then I put my good swivels, 2 of them, on the rest of this strand. But yeah,
those are just your barrel swivels.
yeah, but them ball bearing, that makes all the difference in the world. The ball bearing swivels, man. Seriously.
Oh yeah.
And I actually have a wire ox swivel that I actually got that I use.
Cool, creamy cake. Cool, hell yeah.
Bigfoot's got a good point there. Got to watch chocolate flavor for the Band-Aid flavor.
Yeah, yeah. I want to get Jungle Flavors milk chocolate. That's the one I'm wanting to get. I know it's been out for a while, and I should have had it, but I'm getting more into some different type flavors now that are new companies.
I like Liquid Barn Lava Cake.
Yeah, I still love that one. Oh yeah,
That stuff's good.
yeah. Oh boy.
Just got to watch. It can be overpowering too, just like anything.
Yeah, I got that when they sent me a free sample. Bull City did way when it first came out, and I played with it for the longest time. I still got that same bottle. It'd been up there for at least a year or longer.
Yeah. Well, that's like flavors. A lot of people say they only last 6 to 8 months. I haven't had a problem with any of my flavors losing potency.
Me either. I haven't. Well, I did have one. That was my cinnamon sugar cookie from the Flavor Apprentice. I swear that bottle's 4 years old, and
Vape Madness asks, how much juice do you guys vape a day? It all depends. If you're flavor tasting, you can go through quite a bit.
this came straight from the Flavor Apprentice. All right. cinnamon sugar cookie, and this bottle is like 4 years old, and it's never been opened. It's always been tight, and it has totally. Now this stuff used to be so strong, one drop would just overpower your whole freaking recipe in a 30 milliliter bottle. It was so strong back then from the flavor. This is old stuff. And now you can't even hardly taste any cinnamon, any note. I tasted it a couple months ago just to see. Yeah, it's lost its flavoring for sure. But it's 4 years old, so
Vape Madness asked how much juice do we go through a week, or a day rather. I told him, I says, it depends if you're flavor tasting, then you can go through quite a bit.
Definitely.
But I've gone through 15, 20 mils a day. And there's times I've gone through 100 mil a week. I've gone through 200 mil a week. Depends on how infatuated you are with the juice that you've made.
yeah.
If you can make something that's a good shake and vape, you can vape a 30 mil bottle in 2 days. And if you got another one where it's got to steep for a week, it can last you 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because you're waiting to see how it's going to mature in the flavor.
But
Yeah, it's like my chocolate milk thing. I vape 15 mils in like 6 hours.
Yeah. All depends on how good that flavor is to you.
plus also it depends on if you're squonking or dripping or in a tank, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm mainly dripping. Or, well, I've been into squonking lately because the top side and that Pulse 80, you know, I got them new. But dripping, I drip. I might go through, I always have my Through the Rabbit Hole version 3.1 best for me recipe. I've always got it around. So I go through probably maybe 100 mils, if that, in, well, that's 60 and 60, that's 120 mils, maybe in 2 weeks, maybe 150 in 2 weeks.
Raven said she goes through 100 to 120 a week. Vape Madness says he vapes 60 mils a day. And Bigfoot says about 20 mils a day.
Yeah, I'm averaging about 10 or 15 milliliters a day, unless I'm squonking. Now, if I'm squonking, I go through it a little bit faster, maybe 20 mils in a squonk.
For flavor testing.
Yeah, definitely with flavor testing.
And if you got 4 or 5 bottles mixed up, different versions, you're doing at least 1 or 2 mil of this one, 1 or 2 mil of that one, 10 of this one because you liked it.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to get the flavors out of it.
Hell yeah. Stacking them up. Hell yeah. My taste test night, Saturday night. Every Saturday night, I taste test my flavorings. Hell
Bigfoot
yeah.
put in topside V1, 20 mil and 4 hours of driving. Nice thing about you're driving, you're always vaping.
Yeah. I vape a lot whenever I'm like sitting in front of camera talking to someone. I'll vape a lot because I'm not doing anything else. But I'm always doing something.
Well, that, and just like when people used to smoke, you'd get done with a cigarette or something. As soon as you see somebody else light one up, you got to light one up.
Yep.
Vaping's the same way. You see somebody else take a vape, you got to take a vape. Then you end up asking each other, well, what are you vaping on?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3 buttercream cake.
Uh-oh. Hell yeah. So what you think, guys? What do you think we should do for next week?
Ooh.
Let's pick a fruit or berry, 2 of them, and we'll come up with a recipe for next week.
Let the chat decide.
Yeah. Yeah. What
said donut.
Fruit or berry, pick 2 fruits or berries, and we have to come up with a recipe, each of us, and we don't know what our recipe is going to be until next Tuesday. Hookers. If I'm squawking easily 40 mils a day. Hell yeah.
Me and Scott are from Pennsylvania, Vape Madness NY,
Hooker.
and Hippy's from Alabama.
Trying to think of
Hell yeah.
Trying to think of a company that sells crotch flavor.
Crotch flavor.
Well, he's asking for hookers.
Cranberry. Oh, hell yeah.
Well, wouldn't
Cranberry.
Nestastromi be considered that? Because that tastes like fish.
Lemon berries. Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
I like that
Sub
cranberry.
Vape says cranberry.
I like that cranberry. Hell yeah. Use the cranberry flavor.
Bigfoot
Oh,
chocolate.
no. Man. Oh, chocolate's just so hard and it needs such a steep time on it.
I got a good chocolate recipe. Once we put it out.
I got a chocolate recipe too. It's actually an almond joy candy bar.
Okay. That sounds actually pretty a cranberry and a pear. And then you can build whatever you want around it, but the cranberry's got to be the prominent note.
Vape Madness just moved from Montrose, PA to Long Island. What the hell did you leave Montrose for? Well, there ain't nothing there.
Apple cranberry.
I only live
Apple
11 miles from. I live only 13 miles from Montrose.
I live pretty far from there, down in Lancaster County.
You're just a hop, skip, and a jump. Tony's a rocket pack.
Yeah, right. Apple and cranberry. We can use the pear to boost the apple. We use all three of those.
Pear actually boosts the cranberry too.
We'll see. No,
Yeah, that too.
Apples and oranges.
We got to use 2 of the same flavors all 3 of us have, and then we can add whatever else we want. I was thinking cranberry from TPA.
It's gonna be hard because we don't have many flavors.
Scott, you got cranberry from TPA, don't you?
Yeah.
Let me look, make sure I got that.
Okay.
I'll check too, just make sure.
All right. I know I got it. I dang sure got cranberry. I love that cranberry.
Good, I got that one.
Cool.
Yeah, I got that.
All right. All right. Cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got TPA cranberry.
All right.
Tropical flavors with liquor.
Okay. Cranberry from TPA is one of them. Okay. What would be the second flavor that all 3 of us have that we could put with the cranberry from TPA? Apples, oranges,
grapes.
Grapes.
Vape Madness. How about a milkshake flavor?
Oranges sound good too. Oranges, cranberry and orange.
Yeah,
that does sound good. Ooh, that. You don't have Wonder Flavors tangerine, do you, Scott?
No.
I just tested that one Saturday, and it was pretty good right off the shake and vape, but I'm letting it steep in my drawer to see how it is. Let's see, what percentage did I taste test it? I do all my Wonder Flavors at 1.5% just to see where they're at. Where is that tangerine? Yeah, 1.5%.
Don't do mascarpone cheese if you get that one at 1%. Ooh, or at 1.5%.
But Scott doesn't have that tangerine, I don't think. How
No,
about Flavor West Blood Orange?
I got that.
You got that one? Flavor West Blood Orange?
I got that.
All right, we'll use cranberry from the Flavor Apprentice and Flavor West Blood Orange. And then you can make whatever recipe or whichever way you want to go with that. It's, that's going to be a real tart, citrusy type vape.
Do you guys both have the blood orange from Flavor Art, the red?
I got the blood orange from Flavor Art as well.
I might. Let me look.
It'll say red right underneath the writing.
Well, mine doesn't say red. This one is
because they got 2. They got regular blood orange and they have the blood orange red.
See, this one's from Nick River. It just says blood orange on it. It doesn't have no red.
I don't have that one.
Okay, you got Flavor West Blood Orange?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, I got that.
We'll just stick with Flavor West Blood Orange. Well, we could use
That the flavor art blood orange red. What that one is, it's actually more of a little bit more of a citrus, but it's more like the fresh squeeze where you get the briny flavor to it.
yeah, Flavor West Blood Orange. Yeah, we all three got that one. So those two flavors, and then whatever we want to put with them. You can even make a cake or dessert, or I mean, the possibilities are endless on that one, really.
Cranberry blood orange milkshake.
Yeah, you never know. Shoot, I'm gonna think outside the box on that one. That sounds pretty interesting. Hell yeah. Shoot,
Bigfoot flavor art blood orange is pretty good.
yeah, it is. I like both of them, Flavor West and Flavor Art Blood Orange. Yeah, they're both really nice. Vape Train's got a champagne. I mean, a blood orange champagne. It's not bad, but it's got a harsh note on it. But it's real strong too. But I just did a review on Advocates owl tanks up on mesh. The coils both lasted me 2 days. They both blown out already, and I ran him at the lowest wattage. Mesh coils. See, I don't really mess with the mesh coils too much. Were those the pre-made mesh coils? I mean, in pre-made coil, or did you physically have to cut and install the mesh itself? Vape Madness. Lemon lime up soda, 101. Dang, that does sound. See, there's a lot of flavorings that I just ain't got the money to get yet, you know. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say. You know, we ain't rich, us fellas. But for the Zoom and the live shows that we're doing, if y'all really like the content and everything that we're putting out and everything, uh, it would really help out if y'all could, like, I mean, Zoom is only $15 a month. You know, if somebody just donate $15, we just keep doing it, you know, every month, the live shows, if y'all like it and everything, you know. But every little bit helps, you know. So there's a little donate
Raven, I
thing
don't
down
have
below.
that flavor. Raven Shadow asks, let's throw in Flavora hibiscus for kicks and giggles.
Hell yeah.
I don't have the Flavora.
That's okay, honey. You didn't rip the picture.
Krono Vapes asks, is Loran lemonade any good?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I type back my personal favorite.
Hell yeah, Loran lemonade for real. That's some good stuff. That's one of my favorite lemonades is Loran.
It's like a huge debate though between that and Flavor West Lemonade Natural. Just personal preference, I guess.
Yeah. But you can't go wrong with that Loran lemonade. It's really good.
6%, 8%. It's great.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Good show, guys. Good show. Hell. Anything new from you two guys or what?
Nothing. Same old thing here.
Anything we got to look forward to? Y'all coming out with or anything?
Tomorrow, videos going live.
There you go. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Y'all don't forget, subscribe to Simple Vapes and Krono Vapes on YouTube, and also subscribe to their ELR link. I've like 17 subscribers away, guys, from hitting that 1,000 subscriber mark. I got some goodies to give away. I'm ready to give them away. Some good stuff. A little beginner's mixing kit. Might
Bigfoot, I
even.
know your feeling. He says, wish he could donate, but I'm part-time due to diabetes and wife is disabled. I know that feeling.
I heard that. Hell yeah. Money tight everywhere right now, man. Food
Yep.
stamps going on and everything.
Yep.
So no. Everybody's going crazy. All the grocery stores here, all the shelves are just bare. I mean, everybody's bought it like it's the end of the world or something. And I guess they're not realizing that those food stamps are for the month of February, you know,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah,
getting them.
they give the food stamps early. They give them around the 20th of this month to cover next month because you won't be getting them next month, and you won't get them in March if they don't settle this freaking shutdown.
That's right. And when it's cooled off, it ohmed out at a 0.3 ohm bill.
Mine's 0.27
There you
after it
go.
cooled down.
I'm gonna bring the water to about 3.7 volts, see what it does. Hell yeah. Good flavor off that build, man. Good flavor. Oh,
That twisted Clapton Helix 1.06.
I gotta hop off for a second. I think the wife hollered.
Well, we fix to go ahead and stop it, Scott. We want to make it short and simple today, you know. Thanks everybody for tuning in and watching the show. If you did, you know, catch it on the replay. Hope we help some people out and everything. Hope y'all enjoy them recipes and everything for sure.
Bigfoot put on there. He hasn't gotten their food stamps for January yet.
Heck on.
That's crazy, especially for people who need it and aren't abusing the system. It's just terrible.
It was a 26 gauge Nichrome 80 twisted, but not a full twist. I mean, if you watch the replay, it's not a real tight twist. It's loose. And then I helixed it with 2 pieces of 30 gauge stainless steel helix. And then I flattened it on my little anvil and wrapped it 6 on top, 5 on bottom in the wasp nanner. And it came out with some real pretty colors. I mean, good focus.
Well,
but
I do gotta hop off.
yeah.
She's hollering.
All right, Scott. We'll
Glad
holler
to-
at you later, man.
Glad to see everybody in the room. Till next week. Have a good day. I'll talk to you
Peace out,
later.
Scott.
All right,
Bye.
later, Scott. All right, man. Hell, down to 2. Well, we're gonna go ahead and close it, Krono. I gotta do my chores today, and then today we're going to see the movie Glass. I can't wait. I'm so excited, man. Glass. That's gonna be a badass movie today. So I'm excited about that. Hell yeah.
You know what movie I'm gonna watch in about half an hour?
What?
Lights Out. Back of my eyelids.
I heard that.
I love this third shift life.
All right, guys. Well, thank you and everything. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I need a few more subscribers, and I'll be giving some stuff away. Have a big show and everything. Give some stuff away and draw some stuff. But in the meantime, y'all have a good one. And like, oh, look at her. She looks like a cool little hippie with the flowers in her hair. So dumb. Well, y'all have a good one, everybody. Peace. Love and harmony, everybody. Go to OBS and stop it. Later, y'all.